Nothing in life is free, but the MyDigiCell app is. You don't need to be on a data plan to use the app. You can conveniently chat with Ruby or an agent for help. Check your account balance, activate a Prime bundle, or gift it to a friend. Send credit. Check the Georgetown and Burpees Bridge schedules. Activate a roaming plan. Play Shake to Win for cool prizes. So don't worry about a data plan, buddy. Download the MyDigiCell app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store today. Digicel, better together.
The Government of Guyana, through the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the CARICOM Secretariat, will be hosting the premier Agri-Investment Forum and Expo with the aim of achieving 25% food security within CARICOM member states. It's an opportunity to promote dialogue among key stakeholders, develop partnerships between local and foreign investors, farmers and distributors. It's also an opportunity to showcase your goods and services with an estimated list of over 300 local and international delegates. It's the premier Agri-Investment Forum and Expo, hosted at the Arthur Chung Convention Center from the 19th to the 21st of May. For more information on registration, email agri.invest@moa.gov.gy or call 592-223-7526. For booth allocation and branding, email agriexpogy@gmail.com or call 592-625-8551.
Good morning, welcome to this morning's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Upon assuming office in August of 2020, the PPP administration had promised an overhaul for Guyana's petroleum laws. In fact, President Ali, during his inauguration address, pledged to establish a petroleum commission to insulate the oil and gas sector from political interference. However, it has been 21 months since the government assumed office, and it has yet to honor its promise to the nation. The Petroleum Commission was initially proposed by the APNU-AFC for the establishment of an independent body which would hold responsibility for monitoring and enforcing Guyana's modernized petroleum laws, policy, and oil agreements. The body was also intended to ensure oil companies comply with health, safety, and environmental standards. That bill was, however, sent to a special select committee since its most fatal flaw or characteristic was that it gave the Natural Resources Minister, Raffle Trotman, at the time, a toxic level of control over the said body. Since assuming office, the PPPC government has not made any headway with the improvement of the bill, much less its passage. Both Vice President Bawa Jagdeo and Natural Resource Minister Vikram Bharat have agreed that such a body is needed to ensure the sector is independently managed and kept away from political influence. In other news, attorney Elizabeth Hughes, a resident of Canal No. 1 West Bank Demerara, who will be directly impacted by the proposed Wales Gas to Energy project, has urged that the entire environmental impact assessment process be redone, owing to a lack of due process and what she deemed fundamental breaches to the laws of Guyana. Exxon subsidiary Esso Exploration and Production Guyana Limited will be pursuing an aspect of the project and is currently conducting a series of consultations with the public on the project. On Wednesday, one such meeting was hosted at the Umanayana in Kingston, Georgetown, where the resident made her concerns known to the consultant, Environmental Resources Management, which was charged with preparing the assessment document on behalf of the developer. The resident reasoned that while it is established that the consultant has conducted meetings, these were never done with those who are expected to be impacted, but rather state agencies. She also requested that the address and signatures of the developer be attached to the environmental impact assessment document. And I'll just tell you, the amended version of a motion submitted by the opposition seeking full insurance coverage for ExxonMobil Stabroek Block's projects is soon to be debated in the National Assembly. Shadow Oil and Gas Minister David Patterson, who filed the motion back in February of this year, was considering legal action to secure full coverage insurance, following the weakening of the parliamentary action by House Speaker Manzoor Nadir. On the sidelines of an event on Wednesday evening, Patterson, in a brief comment, said that the motion will still be resubmitted to the House for debates in the new week. He could not say how soon the motion will be debated, but noted that it was an opportunity for the government to show how much it cares for the country. And moving on. Taking umbrage to an article published in the Kaieteur News which simply questioned the cost of a $8 million parking shed, the Chambers of the Attorney General said that if the Legal Affairs Ministry were to stop advertising in the newspaper, there would be complaints about an attack on the free press. Kaieteur News had reported in the past that the PPPC government has weaponized the placement of state ads when the media houses are too critical. The newspaper and the Stabroek News have suffered this fate over the years. Reference to the said tactic was made by the AG's Chambers via a press statement on Thursday as it defended the building of a shed to park vehicles with monies which can be used to house at least 2 poor families. The ministry said a simple inquiry from the ministry or an examination of the bid documents would have provided the relevant information to the reporter needed before penning an article that dared to question the expenditure. The story which Kaieteur News published was motivated by an advertisement which was published by the ministry inviting bids to construct a parking shed at the said ministry's office. Sources told Kaieteur that the ministry is tearing down the old shed and is replacing it with a bigger one to accommodate more vehicles. Even so, the source said that the estimated amount is ridiculous. And moving on, police are currently investigating a fatal accident that occurred around 5 hours 30 on Friday in the vicinity of Splashman's Resort, Linden, Soesdijk Highway, which saw a truck owned by Mark Forrester, a 23-year-old of Mackenzie Linden, slamming into a pedestrian. Killed in the accident was a man who, up to press time, was yet to be identified. According to police, the truck which was involved in the accident was driven by 28-year-old Orel Davis, also of Mackenzie Linden. So far, police have determined that the truck was proceeding north along the western side of the highway when a pedestrian who was sitting on a tire on the western side of the road suddenly ran from west going east into the path of the truck. The driver of the truck, police revealed, applied brakes, but because of the short distance, the left side front collided with the pedestrian. And now let's tell you, opposition leader Aubrey Norton is expected to meet with President Ali within 1 week to continue consultations relating to the appointment of persons to constitutional and statutory commissions. The opposition leader, following his first official meeting with the head of state, is also expected to receive the curriculum vitae of the nominated individuals within 2 days. Norton told the media outside the office of the president that the CVs of those named for the commissions are important and in keeping with the Constitution and meaningful consultations, they need the CVs. And that brings